All right, I want to bring you guys along with something here. So I have a 2011 Hyundai Sonata with the 2.4. Check engine lights on. I'll show you. That check engine light down there, you can't see it. That's on. It is not flashing. I've done some preliminary stuff. So it's got 194,000 miles. But I wanted to bring you along because all I've done so far is do a full system scan. But it has an evap code, which is history, but it has a 304 cylinder number 4 misfire. But I want to bring you along with how I kind of test this. I've already got some things set up. It's nothing too crazy, but first thing I've done, let me put my headlamp on. The first thing I've done is this cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4. First thing I've done is I just pulled the coil out and I put my coil load tester in there, and it sparks fine. I'm not going to show you that, but the next step, if this sparks fine here, I'm going to show you additional step that I do. But the first thing I did was I pulled the spark plug out, and if you look, this spark plug is wasted. I measured the gap on it. Let me see if I can set you up for that. I measured the gap on it, and when you go look, this is, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's 69 thousandths. And I'm thinking, well, just by looking at this, there's carbon tracking, the electrode is worn on an angle. So I went over to my repair information program, and by this, let me turn this off, by this spark plug 2024, the gap, if you roll over, the maximum should be 43. So first thing I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to start off with some spark plugs, especially because I know that the coil is fine. But what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to show you one of the other things that I like to do, because I'm just going to lightly thread this plug back in, not all the way, but it's only picking on number 4, and I want to find out why. So I have to go get one more tool, and I'll be right back. So what I'm going to do here, I just hooked up a test light to the battery ground, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this up, and I'm actually going to take this and just run this along. I don't want to assume that this coil is fine, because inside of the spark plug hole, it's going down through a piece of metal. So it might be arcing out the side of it. So let me start this up. So you'll notice the check engine light is on. It's not flashing, but my load tester is showing that it is sparking. So I'm just going to run this along the side, down here. And if at any point it breaks up, which would be this, if at any point it breaks up, I know that I have ignition leaking through my boot. This one tests fine. So basically at this point, I'm confident enough to say, Mr. Customer, at this point the coil tests fine. We would recommend doing a set of spark plugs and reevaluating it. Because when I first started it, it ran a little bit rough, then it kind of cleared up. When I put it in reverse to back out of the parking spot, it ran a little rough again, and then it kind of cleared up. So that leads me to believe that probably one of the spark plugs is breaking down. So I'm going to recommend to the customer doing a set of spark plugs. We'll gap them properly. On this model, I pretty much don't use anything except OEM or maybe like an NGK, because the Japanese type vehicles, they just do not like, you know, basically auto lights or something other than that. I just have had bad luck with them. So I'm going to just check the oil, check other things, but I'm going to recommend some spark plugs. I'll bring you along. All right, so we got the okay on that. I gapped the plugs at 43 thousandths like we should have. Take this plug back out again. As you can see, remember how nasty that was. All right, we'll drop this in. kind of doing things a little bit differently here because I have to actually get this car up in the air. So I'm going to actually do something a little bit different. Is I'm going to swap this coil. Just for the sake of putting it back together quickly. I'm going to swap this. And I'm going to make this the new number 4 coil because I had a misfire on number 4. So I'm going to just move the coil, and that way if it ever comes back, like let's say with a cylinder number 2 misfire, I know that the coil is having a problem as well. But even though I load tested it, I'm confident in what I'm doing, but this is something I'm going to do. This in. Alright, let's finish this tune up here. So we already did number 4. I had to get it up in the air for something, and then I got distracted, and now I'm back. Alright, so we're gonna just pull these. Are you kidding me? I dropped a magnet. I'll be right back. Okay, let's pull okay, we got these all out of the way. I'm gonna take this out. This was number 4, and I switched 4 and 2. I don't know, there's something about when I clean coils and stuff that just makes me like happy. Like they just look nice. It's just me. What do you guys think of my new gun here? It's brand new. Just started using it. It's my new subcompact impact wrench. Okay. Oh, well, that was a disappointment. Oh, she was tight, homie. Number 2 and number 3. Yeah, they're all looking pretty gnarled up. That's what it's here for, baby. All right, we got all them out. I gapped the new plugs. Going in there, 1, 2, 3, baby. Got that. One thing I will say is that if you pull a spark plug out, now there's a lot of residue here, but I believe it's from when they spilled oil being filled. If you have oil down in the spark plug hole, you really should take care of that. That way it doesn't hurt the coils, it doesn't hurt the new spark plugs, anything like that. But I'm just saying that these all came out dry. Normally it'll get on here, it'll be all swole. All right, put a little dielectric in there. 2, 3. All right, for some reason I'm missing a bolt. Where is it? You guys see it? You guys see where I put it? Oh yeah, I found it. It's right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm going to do is I cleared all the codes out of it already. I'm going to start it up, make sure there's no misfires. We're going to take it for a ride. But I hope this was helpful, knowing how to check, you know, a coil, knowing what to look for, not just doing a spark test, but making sure you're going along down the side of the coil to check for maybe some spark that's leaking through the boot, anything like that. But this is pretty straightforward. This will get him back on the road, and he'll be happy. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys.